Bonjour, je suis Ryo Takatsuki et bienvenue dans Red Dead Redemption 2. Voilà, petit blanc et comme je sais pas quoi dire d'autre, et bah aujourd'hui on va aller faire la mission d'Ozéa. Voilà. On va lever notre gros cul et puis on va se bouger. On va aller voir le grand-père préféré de la bande. On va y aller un peu plus vite d'ailleurs.
What's wrong with you, Mr. Morgan?
Quoi, pourquoi?
How'd you mean?
You're stuck in camp all the time. You used to be such a man of action.
Well, I'm sorry.
Je reste confiné dans le camp, mais je suis tout le temps barré. Ça y est, je me pose 5 minutes, je reste no life, quoi.
Maybe it would be a little easier for me to keep an eye on him if we all stayed together. You know, in my room.
You mean like a normal family?
Look around you. Ain't nothing normal about any of this. Take this fella for one.
Man don't just change like the wind, Abigail. I thought you'd have known that by now.
No, Arthur, some folks change. Others is just too dumb.
Oh putain, j'ai été pris à partie là, dis donc. Allez, fais pas la gueule, Johan, ça va bien se passer. Ouais, super. Allez.
Marston,
Hi.
see? We can be nice to each other.
I guess.
Ok. Bon, allons voir Ozéa. Ah, j'aime bien cette prise à partie là. Regarde-le, lui là. Mais je fais que passer, putain. Bon, si on allait se taper une
Ozéa.
petite soirée.
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde is finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
J'adore. Je suis pas sûr que la traduction exacte était salopard en fait. Je pense que c'était un petit peu plus français.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Follow me, gentlemen. Je supporte pas les Français comment ils parlent anglais.
Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Jose, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Ganga?
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Très joli. Perso, je sais pas si je pourrais vivre dans une baraque comme ça. Visiter en guise de musée peut-être à la limite, mais... Je croyais que le port d'armes était interdit.
Cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to horribly spoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, a hero, they say, but this is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows. This self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people.
Ouais, moi non plus, je l'aime pas.
Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go,
Sûr qu'il se confie de
exactly
ouf malade.
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. Well, there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you... As a guest, yes. As my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
Quelle saloperie, ce mec-là.
If you'll kindly follow me.
Mais quelle pourriture. Toi, je te réserve une balle dans mon chargeur, rien que pour toi. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce mec,
Enjoy your
quoi.
evening and welcome once again to Saint-Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay? Go find the mayor if you can, and stay out of trouble, and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall, what's his name, knows we're here. You will.
Glass of champagne, sir?
A small one. Just
Merci,
big enough
jeune
for me
homme.
to swim lengths in, you know? You're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
Well, hello. Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
Hi there. Bonjour, monsieur. Evening, folks. Je vous salue. Evening, gentlemen.
Can I help you, sir?
Not quite sure.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, ça va, oui.
This is Mr. Hector Fellows.
Hello there. No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment
Good evening.
banker.
Oh. Hello.
Qu'est-ce qui lui arrive à lui, là?
And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
Elle respire, hein?
You okay?
My lord. The pesky nut. What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Mais avec plaisir.
I'll join you.
Hello. Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens. My card, sir.
Some nervous small-town bank could finish it.
Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Caribbean trade banks with us. You work with all.
Thank you again, my fellow adventurer. And please, do pay me a visit at my atelier.
Ouais, d'accord.
I'll try to.
The reconstruction projects after the war.
Oh, my nice.
It really is beautiful hair.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting purveyor of the exotic. But don't tell anyone, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
Vas-y, bouscule-moi, toi.
Look me in the eye and
Putain,
tell
mais
me
quelle
in
bande
all
de
honesty
rustres, sans
that I
déconner.
am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
How are you all doing?
Mrs. Wicklow.
Hello.
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Thank you for the champagne. I'm glad there's still some gentlemen left around here.
Hate to see a lady with an empty glass.
Not like that horrible man on the balcony, Mr. Bronte. Why he gets pride of place is beyond me.
Well, I've heard he's a very generous benefactor to the city.
Dirty money. Anyway, don't get me started.
The war? The war was 30 years ago. I was just a boy. And since then, we have fought more wars. And we will fight more again.
The country? I run a prison.
Haven't we moved past
Ah oui, là-bas.
How was the show? I heard you went.
Outrageous. These dancers. Well, I mean, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lessons.
It ain't complex, MU. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Allez, hop, tu dégages.
Get your hands off me.
Putain, qu'est-ce que j'entends comme verre tomber?
Sleep it off.
Les oustes.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the
Oh
party.
là, les verres qui tombent.
Evening all.
Bonjour.
Evening, folks.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
That's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. A writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Please say something about Cornwall. Yes, find out what. Sure.
Ah, on a quelque chose d'intéressant.
Just what is your problem?
Coup.
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him. I will not have standard slip in. I'm sorry, sir, but the party's in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me, I was unaware.
This house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. Standards.
Putain, on a une belle brochette de fils de pute ce soir.
This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
Rien d'autre? Vous examinez? Non, c'est quoi ça? Notre lettre? Bureau du maire, ville de Saint-Denis-le-Moine. Mai 1899. Cher Angelo, une fois de plus, la ville a une dette envers vous et je suis époustouflé par votre générosité. Votre magnifique cadeau sera la pierre angulaire du financement de notre rêve, fonder une université de renommée mondiale dans notre belle ville. Nous devrions bientôt disposer de fonds nécessaires pour construire l'école religieuse et le collège des sciences humaines. Les futurs étudiants de Lemoine vous remercier le grand visionnaire que vous êtes. Vous avez ma reconnaissance éternelle. Votre ami Henri Lemoine. Ok. On va peut-être pas traîner non plus. Cassons-nous.
Hello there. Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. Big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on.
Et le Bill qui a un espèce de feu de plancher sur son pantalon. C'est magnifique.
Here comes Lenny. All right. Let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it.
Ok, donc affaire à suivre alors.
Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the tailor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Bon, bah écoute. C'est le coup de speed qui vient de nous taper là. Moi je cours pas aussi vite. La vache.
want to be safe? The answer is in Chelonianism.
Ah oui, c'est le gang de la tortue.
They caught one of the laborers stealing wine from the church.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can I interest you in Chelonianism?
I don't know. Can you?
Well, I hope so. It is a fascinating religion that was taught to a very wise master about 100 years ago in a land not very far from here. Take a book, please.
Okay.
You've made a wonderful choice. It is a religion of safety. A religion made by gods who understood what life is. Not what life could be, but what it is. It is very dangerous. But with Chelonianism, it can be safe. Well, it's all in this book. Am I boring you?
A little.
I'm sorry. Have a wonderful day.
Ouais, merci. Pareil.
My old tailor closed up shop. Heaven knows where I'll find it.
Don't use
Hey, do I know you?
Mr. I believe we've met.
We have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh, Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Arthur Morgan, at least sometimes.
Can I say something rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it. He rather liked you.
Okay.
Do you, well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm sorry. Have you met? This is Rains Fall, a great chief, and his son, Eagle Flies.
Gentlemen?
We saw you in the wagon train, crossing the river at Cumberland Falls. And at the party, you were upstairs.
You have great powers of observation.
Yes, my people, if we are even a people anymore. We've fought hard. We've made peace treaties, and those treaties were broken. And we've been moved and punished and moved.
I'm sure.
And now I am told we are to be moved again.
Clearly contravening the peace treaty signed 3 years ago.
This will lead to war.
No, my son, it will not. We cannot fight another war. They have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
Well, it's a bad business.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land a few months ago who have filed reports with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming huge reserves of oil under their land.
So, you want me to try and steal it?
Obviously they can't. And even more obviously, I would be useless. Listen, I realize that it is a ridiculous request, but we're very desperate.
Now, I'm not a do-gooder, Mr. Miller. Gentlemen, I'm very sorry for your predicament, but I'm a working man. I got problems of my own.
We will pay you very handsomely, Mr. Morgan.
How much?
I told you, they're all mercenaries.
There's a price on my head in 2 states, my friend. The government doesn't like me any more than it does you. Like you, I've been running for as long as I can remember. And like you, my time here is nigh undone.
We understand, and we will pay.
Thank you.
You meet my son in a couple of days near Citadel Rock, just west of the oil fields.
Okay.
We are very grateful for your help.
Gentlemen, that appointment with the senator. We should head over there.
It's a waste of our time. And his.
We must try everything. Come along.
Hello, Mr. Miller. The counselor wants to apologize. He can see you now.
We've been waiting I don't know how long.
Or next month, if you'd like to reschedule.
Come. Perhaps the senator won't mind waiting.
Seule affaire. Bon, écoute, On va attendre 2 jours et on ira voir le petit. Allez, suivant. Et ils avaient déjà inventé les barbecues à l'époque. Délire. Joli petit jardin. Bananier. C'est ça que je trouve énorme dans ce jeu, c'est qu'on arrive à reconnaître les arbres, quoi. Est-ce qu'on a des bananes après ou pas? Je dirais que non. Hein? J'ai un doute. Bonjour madame. Oh, la jolie serre.
One moment, please. This is extremely delicate.
Ouais.
Hey.
There. Ah, wonderful. May I help you?
Well, I don't know. I met you, remember? At that party?
Oh, yes. You saved my life. Oh, I am eternally yours, Algernon Wasp, purveyor of the exotic and the exquisite. Enchanté.
Tacitus Kilgore.
How can I help you? May I interest you in a hat, perhaps? How about a nymph? I import them from Brussels. The idiots in this town all want Italian nymphs, but the Italians make the coarsest of marble. I mean, quite frankly, the Baroque is an abomination.
Ouais, non plus.
Belgium. Now that is a land for the connoisseur.
Oh, yes. Yeah, as I always say. But, you know, I'm not really a nymph kind of man.
Oh, of course, too ephemeral. You want something, more tangible, more gothic. I also make corsets. Would you like a corset? I always wear one.
No.
Ouais,
I don't think
clair.
so. Yeah, I ride a lot of horses. The whalebone might stick in.
Ouais, tu
A cup of tea.
Sure.
Ouais, ça, ouais. Ça, une tasse de
And what
thé,
is
je
it
veux
you
bien.
do, Mr. Kilgore? Are you a gentleman of leisure? An aesthete? An artist?
I suppose I'm kind of an adventurer.
Ha! Yes, of course you are. Here, be careful with the china. Sir, it is French.
Not Belgian?
No. They are Philistines in that area, not to be trusted. Youth, eternally preserved in marble, is more their specialty. I fear China will always elude them. Now, why are you here exactly?
I don't know.
You're an adventurer, a wanderer, a lost soul cast out from heaven?
Sure.
Well, I do pay exceptionally well for certain objects needed for my art.
You do?
I do. Exceptionally well.
Well, what do you need?
Let's see. Right now, I have a couple of commissions. I need at least 15 egret plumes. Good ones, obviously. I also need 15 assorted orchids. Here's a list.
Okay. I will see what I can do. Thanks for the tea.
Thank you, Tacitus. It'll be very worth your while.
Bon, bah, me voilà chasseur d'objets exotiques. Très bien. Je m'attendais à autre chose comme mission, mais enfin, pourquoi pas. Je ferai ça en off, hein, pour avoir juste le scénario. Bonjour madame. Parce que j'imagine qu'il va y en avoir pour des heures entières. Bon, on va aller voir Trelawney. Peut-être quelque chose d'intéressant à proposer. Allez, Atreus.
Mister.
Voilà. Pourquoi j'ai appelé mon cheval Atreus? Parce qu'à chaque fois que je vais vers lui, et bien souvent, il l'appelle Boy. Comme Kratos quand il parle à son fils. Du coup, je l'ai appelé Atreus. Voilà. Mr. Trelawney. L'homme au bon plan.
There you are, dear boy.
Yes, here I am.
Well, we're going to need to get you smartened up a bit.
Why?
Well, you can't play at the tables on a Lannahechee riverboat looking like this.
You can't?
Not if you want to fit in so well that no one will realize you're there to rob the place. Now, come on.
Are we still doing that?
Of course. We're going to fix you up so fine no one will notice a thing.
Hello,
Okay.
can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, my friend here is in need of a new suit. We are playing on the riverboat this evening.
Excellent. Well, you'll find all my inventory in the catalog here.
Make this gentleman look like the Duke he really is.
It was the English's fault his grandfather had to emigrate. A bitter and jealous people.
Il n'y a même pas de choix.
You can see the aristocrat in his profile. The heavy brow from all the...
Ah ouais, d'accord.
A very good choice, sir.
Écoute. Ah, j'ai pas le choix, je suis obligé de prendre ça en fait. Putain, mais il y en a encore un. J'allais dire, il y en a encore une tartine à lire. Hein. Ok, merci. Ah ouais, carrément, c'est instant.
Come on, let's get you to the barber.
Sure.
Good luck tonight, gentlemen.
Oui, merci.
Herr Strauss has scoped the whole thing out. It's quite ingenious, actually.
What is?
The action he has planned. Indeed, it's not much of an action at all. You play cards and win. And you're going to bet very big and flamboyantly while you win. And everyone's going to think you're some new money from the oil fields come to lay it on thick and drunk. All the while, Herr Strauss will be signaling you in your line of sight. When you bust the place, they'll take you upstairs to pay you off. And that is when Javier comes in, and you take whatever you want.
You don't think they might see an armed Mexican coming into the safe with me?
Sure, they might, but perhaps not. You will see.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, don't be so jaded. We both know this is just the kind of innocent fun you thrive on.
Well, after the past couple of months, armed robbery don't seem such an innocent pastime.
No, but we, you, all of us, will be done here soon.
I hope so.
Come on. My good man, could you smarten up my dear hick friend here? This unlikely fellow has made himself a fortune in the oil fields and learned himself not a lick of manners or gentlemanly deportment.
Well, very good, sir.
No, it's not good. Not good at all. Not if they're going to let him play big at the tables tonight.
Il n'y a plus les sous-titres, donc je comprends absolument absolument pas ce que tu racontes. Pilosité faciale, style complet. Donc,
make him look like a prince, sir.
Mieux ça. Ça. Comme ça, c'est bien. Merci, monsieur.
There, very smart.
Come on, let's get to the docks. I've arranged some transportation for us.
Pourquoi on n'y va pas en cheval?
Hope you have a successful evening, gentlemen.
Bon.
George, to the Grand Corrigan, please.
Grand Corrigan, sir.
Well, look at you. From Toad to Prince.
This is a bit much, ain't it? The coach?
We can't whinny up there on horses like a bunch of countrified yokels. You're a brash oil man. Money to burn. Which reminds me, no shuffling and mumbling. Puff your chest out. Get outside yourself.
Yeah, all right. This ain't happening. So, who's the mark? Is he all right, by the way, the driver?
Oh, yes, don't worry. George and I go way back. It's a man called Desmond Blythe. Made a fortune in hosiery of all things. Likes to play fast and always keep some extra collateral in the safe upstairs.
So, if Strauss is sitting behind him, how does he know what cards I got?
He won't. But the dealer has recently become a very good friend of mine.
Another one.
Don't worry, Arthur. We're all the authors of our own good fortune. He'll make sure you get the right cards.
What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed.
And what money am I playing with?
Don't worry. That has all been arranged. Your chips will be waiting for you. There she is. Come on.
Okay.
Arthur, leave any weaponry here. They'll search us when we get on. George, we'll collect these from you later.
Very good, sir.
Thank you, George.
Good luck, sir.
Et attention à mon flingue, toi.
Now remember what I said, Arthur. Everyone is the author of his own good fortune.
Yes, yes, believe me, I heard every word.
Watch Strauss, listen to the dealer, and this should be a very lucky night. There they are. Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you. Arthur, you remember this pair of boys we met in New York? Come on, Jim. Champagne is on dear old Arthur. He's rich as can be and feeling luckier than a turkey that survived Thanksgiving.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, dear boy. Come on, let's head aboard. Drinks on Arthur. Champagne.
I'm afraid we require all patrons to hand over their guns.
J'ai pas d'armes.
Good time. The
Ah ouais,
tables
carrément.
await.
I'll go find myself a change of
Transitions en
clothes.
pitié, quoi.
Okay.
You seem unsure.
Robbing a heavily armed riverboat without a gun tends to bring out the self-doubt in me.
These people are virtually idiots. This is simple stuff. Now have a good time, but don't lose too much money or your wife is going to kill me.
Whatever you say.
J'avoue que la dernière fois, quand il m'a fait cambrioler les diligences, c'était un bon plan.
Take a seat, sir.
Cette table-là qu'on va. Très bien. Jouons au poker, alors.
Good evening, gentlemen. Arthur Callahan. Sorry I'm late. I had some unfinished business at the bar.
Desmond Blythe. Evening. Not to worry. Welcome to the game, Mr. Callahan. Okay, gentlemen, let's play.
I hope you're a player. Been too many cowards at these tables recently. Nothing less dignified than a man afraid to lose a little money.
Look at this! Chips already stacked up, waiting for me. I like this joint already.
We aim to please, sir.
On va voir.
So, how are we all fared?
Some better than others.
If we all fared the same in life now, where would the fun be?
Quite.
Il en est où,
Wait,
Strauss?
not Desmond Blythe, the
Ah oui, d'accord.
hosiery king.
Je l'avais
I
pas
should have
vu.
brought my other wallet.
Il a dit non.
Not my preferred title, but yes, you should have. Okay, sorry, boys, I'm taking it all.
We'll see about that.
Ah ouais, il est cash, lui. Ah putain, mais c'est moi qui ai 298. Ok. Tout le monde a fait
Hello,
tapis.
my ladies.
Mr. Blythe wins with 3 queens.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I guess it's just you and me now, friend.
Ah ouais, carrément, le type a nettoyé la table.
You're really the man you seem to think you are.
Likewise, Mr. Blythe.
So, what business are you in, Mr.
Le
Callahan?
mec a nettoyé
I'm
la
an oil
table.
man, for my sins.
Funny. I haven't heard of you.
Oh, you will. You know, I thought about
Ooh.
getting into hosiery, but
Cœur d'âme.
I just look better in a suit.
I would stick to oil, Mr. Callahan. I don't think you have a future on the stage.
Ouais, il est d'accord.
You sound just like my wife.
Il mise gros.
Okay, Mr. Callahan, I'm all in.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Ah bah je vous préviens, un plan de merde comme ça. Hein.
Call. Interesting.
Paire de valet, paire de dames. Allez, tu dégages. Oh putain, le fou le roi par... Oh.
Shit! Shit! I guess my luck held. Is that you done?
Done?
Bust. Or, you got something else to play with.
Meaning?
Well, I heard there was some big boys on this boat. Maybe that's not you. No offense.
Sit your hillbilly ass down.
Why?
I got a watch.
Look at you.
An expensive one. Real fine. Swiss. A Reutlinger, no less. It's in the safe upstairs. It's worth more than you.
Okay. I trust you.
Now play.
As you wish.
So, you must know Leviticus Cornwall, big oil man like
vache.
you.
Of course, we've crossed paths.
Le montant,
I
toi.
was fortunate enough to tour a little operation heads up in New Hanover.
Oh putain, père de roi, sans déconner.
I am 100%
mais c'est un
all
fou,
in,
lui.
Mr.
Il
Callahan.
joue quoi, là, comme ça?
Don't worry, sir. Everyone is the author of his own
Ouais.
good fortune.
Ok, vas-y, si c'est trop s'il est d'accord.
Nothing ventured, nothing
Mais si on perd
gained.
tout, c'est toi, hein, on est dans la merde.
Pair kings.
Very good, but not good enough.
Oh ouais, mais il a une paire d'as, lui.
Shit.
Oh là là, le brelan d'as de merde.
Uh-oh. Yes, you little beauty.
Hard lines, Mr. Blythe. Mr. Callahan wins with an ace-high diamond flush.
God damn you!
Vache.
No offense.
None taken.
Well played, sir. Unlucky, Desmond.
Now, forgive my lack of discretion, but, where might I find this watch?
It's upstairs. Shall we go and have a look?
Why not?
Gentlemen.
Please, cash these out for me.
I started last week.
Good. Sure. Well, perhaps you could escort us up to the office.
Yes, of course, sir.
Thank you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Come with me, sir.
D'accord.
You're
Oh, le
having quite the night.
blanc de merde.
Yeah, so far.
I cannot believe someone gave a greaser a job.
We live in strange times.
Personally, I wouldn't trust one with a gun, but fear not. I've got my own little lawgiver right here.
Very good.
Encore un endroit où les armes sont interdites et où tout le monde est armé, sauf moi. Tout va bien.
We'll be hiring Negroes.
I know, I know.
I think you're going to like this watch, sir. I saw it earlier, and it really is a handsome piece. Foreign made, but
C'est peut-être joli, mais moi, il y a un truc que j'aime bien, c'est le coup de basse qu'il y a dans la musique de fond. C'est joli comme tout, j'aime beaucoup.
well, here we are. Just give me 1 second, sir.
Of course, take your time. Don't reach for that gun.
Take his gun, Arthur.
Allez, couché.
I guess you were
Ton
right.
petit redresseur de
Only an
tort.
idiot would give a greaser a gun.
Idiot, huh?
Shit, let's hope no one heard that. Quick, clear the safe. Let's get out of here. Can't believe that asshole had another gun.
The view in here is looking pretty good.
How much is there?
Must be a few thousand, plus the watch.
Nice. Now let's get out of here. Come on. Let's go meet the others.
Sure.
I reckon we've only got a few minutes to get out of here.
If we're lucky.
Was that a gunshot? It sounded like one. Come on.
And how exactly are we getting out of here?
I ain't too sure. This is what tends to happen when you leave Trelawney in charge of planning. Oh, garnish no meat. Probably involve us dressing up as dancing girls and canning off the side. Nice uniform, by the way.
Thanks. Give anyone a job these days. Anyway, we shouldn't give ourselves away till we know we need to.
Maybe we could still blend into the crowd when it all goes crazy.
Which it surely will. To the bar, senor!
I hope you had fun, sir.
At the time of my life. You boys sure know how to put on a show.
That's wonderful. Ah, look, there's your friend.
Not a no good cheat, and I beg you to take back the insinuation.
Oh là là.
There he is.
Now, don't be a sore loser, friend.
There's something I don't like about the pair of you.
There's plenty I don't like about you, but I have the good manners to keep my mouth shut.
There he is! Shoot that man!
Oh merde.
Come on, I gotta get out of here!
Cette table à la con au milieu là. Bon, la table m'emmerde.
What are we supposed to do now, huh?
C'est bon, on part. Par où?
Let's get the hell out of here!
How do you suggest?
C'est où?
I don't know, this ain't my show! Silly me, I clean forgot to bring...
Ah d'accord, c'est par là. Vas-y, on se casse. On se casse. Quoi? Ah ouais, carrément. Sans déconner. Les mecs se barrent la nage. Excellent.
Well, never a dull moment.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, how much did we get?
A few thousand, I think. Pretty good.
Yes, indeed.
And this watch, apparently it's worth a bunch. Swiss, a Reutlinger or something?
Nice watch. Yes, it's a Reutlinger, all right.
We'll give it back then. All right, come on.
À moi. J'aurais fait pareil, je crois. J'aime trop les montres à gousset comme ça en plus. Ah, j'aurais fait la même. Bon, et bah très bien, comme ça on va se laisser là, ça marche. Allez, je vous fais des bisous, je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao.